Oh my gosh, I'm like so in love with Niall Horan, it's not even funny anymore. But Niall definitely didn't have a good taste in women because he had a crush on me. Hey mom and random people on the internet watching this right now, it's Zizi! And my hairstyle is not the only thing we are gonna cringe about today. Because you wanted me to continue me reading my old cringey AF One Direction fanfiction. So that is what we're gonna do today. Basically, if you haven't seen the first part of this little series, I guess, make sure to go down below and click the link in the description to watch that. Otherwise, the story just won't make sense for you, I guess. Also, if you enjoy this little second part, please leave a thumbs up down below so I know, and tell me if you want me to kind of continue this even more and cringe even more and lose my shit even more. Anyway, without further ado, come in, join me in my bed just chilling, and let's read the next chapter of the 1D story. Just to quickly recap, our main character Sam is now at Harry's house with all the boys on a little holiday. The next chapter is called All I Wanna Do Is Have Some Fun. I got a feeling that I'm not the only one. Let's get my voice for reading ready. The next morning I woke up from a song. It's time to get up now. We bought some breakfast for everybody. We drove to mall to get it. So get up and get fed. So it's time to get up. Yeah, let's just not talk about that, right? I opened my eyes and saw that Louis, Liam, Zayn and Niall with his guitar were standing around mine and Harry's bed. So it's time to get up. Harry began to sing also. I stood up and we went into the kitchen where I saw a lot of bread and croissants and marmalade and also honey. Not gonna lie, low-key getting hungry over here because I didn't have breakfast today. Yeah. They also had a surprise for me. My favorite food, ice cream. Yummy. After a good breakfast, the boys decided to go swimming in the pool, so I dressed up quickly. Near the pool, I tested the water. It was very cold, but then Harry just hustled me and I fell into the water. Oh, so funny! In real life, I would have probably killed him, you know. I really am not into that kind of stuff. I screamed, and then Harry also jumped into the pool. Niall wanted to help me. Oh, look at this little angel. I'm so in love. He gave me his hand and I felt like little electric shocks run through my entire body. I didn't know why, but I already started to fall for this boy. I started to laugh, then I just pulled him into the water. Zayn and Liam also jumped in. Only Louis was missing. The next moment he ran around the corner. He was still wearing his clothes and he jumped into the pool. We all laughed. We played water polo and drew the others under the water. That was fun. After this cool pool party, we went to the bungalow to hang out. Niall played the guitar and the boys sang along. They collected ideas for a new song and I helped them. Obviously I did. Look at me. I'm a fucking author. I can also be a songwriter, obviously. I'm amazing at all that kind of stuff, you know? Niall showed me a few things of playing the guitar. He sat next to me. His eyes sparkled again and he was smiling the whole time. You know, can we just talk about that? Because normally if someone ever had a crush on me, I definitely didn't notice. And in this story, I just noticed right away that he's kind of blushing and stuff. I would never realize that in real life, you know? I also was smiling and every time our eyes met, I looked away blushing. The evening we all cooked together, which was great fun. The boys didn't know what to do and after about 1 million tries, we gave up and Harry made spaghetti for everybody. Literally me in the kitchen, you know? Niall and I made a food contest and when I won, the others meant that that was a wonder, cause nobody ever won against Niall. I just laughed and shouted, "You lost, Irish potato!" Cringe! Also, I'm kind of sure that my Twitter handle once was Niall's potato, so let's not talk about that, you know? We all came along with the others and we had so much fun and that was only the first day. Then I obviously had to put some pictures of the pool party and the bungalow and stuff. Basically, the way I probably wrote this story, let's be real, is I just looked at some pictures and then I wrote a chapter around those pictures, I guess. Anyway, next chapter. It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. That's a song by Michael Bublé, which is obviously the king, we stand. The next morning it was very rainy, so we decided to go to the mall to hang out there. Can you imagine going to the mall with One Direction? That's not gonna work probably, right? At the mall we met a lot of fans, but that was no problem. Sure, it wasn't. The boys were very nice with them and smiled for a lot of photos. In a shoe shop, Niall wanted to buy some Nike shoes, and I told him that he also could design his own on the internet. He told me that Nikes were his favorite kind of shoes. We had so many mutualities. Fun fact, back in the day I actually wanted to design like my own pair of Nikes, but it was so fucking expensive, so I never got around to do it. So I just like imagined to do it with Niall in the story, like so random, but like so fucking cringy. Before dinner I showed him the website and he really liked it. We talked a lot and I told him that I wanted to create some very colorful shoes, but they are very expensive. He liked my ideas for the design and it was so fun to hang out with him. It was the first time we spent time together alone and I enjoyed it so much. In the evening we all were very tired, so we just watched some horror movies. As you do when tired. Horror movies are the best movies to watch when you're tired because obviously you're just like gonna shit your pants and never go to sleep that night. It was very scary and Zane, Harry, Louis and Liam were a bit angry because Niall and I ate all the popcorn. You know, in real life this is kind of accurate, except the boys aren't there and it's just like me eating all the popcorn by myself on the couch crying. When I went to the kitchen to get some more food for Niall and me, the light turned out and someone shook me. I screamed. Ah! The next moment I heard a laughter and a shout. Scary Harry was back! I boxed Harry and he lifted me up, shaking me and ran to the living room. After 3 DVDs, Harry fell asleep on Louis' shoulder. Zane was already snoring. Liam was so scared of all the horror that he was afraid of ghost sleeping. And Niall and I had stomach aches from all the sweets we ate. So we all went to bed. Liam and Louis had to carry Harry and Zane and I acted like I would be sick, so Liam carried me too. Basically me as a kid when we got home late and I didn't want to kind of walk from the car to the house and brush my teeth and stuff. So I just like acted as if I was asleep, so someone carried me inside and put me into bed and stuff. There's some pictures and then we're on to the next chapter. I don't want to change, I just want to have fun. When I woke up, Harry sat at the end of the bed smiling. Are you okay? Do you feel better? He asked worried. I laughed. I was only joking, so Liam carried me to bed. Harry laughed, but then he got serious. Not funny. I'm worried about you. You scared me. Looks like I'm not scary Harry anymore. We went to the kitchen where the boys were making breakfast. They all were happy that I was okay. Niall said, sorry for overfeeding. I just laughed and he smiled, and while we looked at each other I saw that his eyes began to sparkle again. That was so magical and he smiled his cute smile. Oh my gosh, I'm like so in love with Niall Horan, it's not even funny anymore. Because the weather was very good again, we went outside and started to play football. That was fun and Liam, Niall and I won against the others. Obviously we did because I'm a football pro, as we all know, you know. In the afternoon we tried to write on the song from last time, but then Harry, who was sitting on the couch, threw a pillow at Louis and he got wild and threw it back, but he struck Liam and about 5 seconds later we all were in a big pillow fight. I watched way too many American rom-coms back in the day. Harry struck me, so I lunged at him and he screamed very loud. Half an hour later we all were just laying on the floor laughing. In the evening we made a barbecue. After some steaks and sausages, Niall brought some marshmallows. Yummy! He really had a good taste in food. But Niall definitely didn't have a good taste in women because he had a crush on me. And like, look at me, like just like cringing away. Like, what the fuck, Niall? You could do so much better. While I couldn't wait till the marshmallows were creamy and already ate them, he just sat there staring into the fire, smiling quietly with his funny beer cappy. When Harry's marshmallow was creamy, he depressed it on my nose. That made me angry, so I took a few creamy marshmallows and Harry was running away, but then he turned around and I depressed all the creamy marshmallows into Harry's face. We all laughed without Harry. He was screaming and then he gave me a kiss on my cheek and so my face was full of marshmallows too. Okay, but can we just like talk about this for a second? This is like a love story between Niall and I guess, and still I'm like all flirty and all romantic with Harry fucking Styles. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now I wasn't laughing anymore too. The others came to taste our faces. Harry and I went to the bathroom to get clean, and because we were still angry, we made each other wet. Later we all sat around the fire. It was very late and it got cold even there was a fire, so I started to chatter. Niall saw it and told me that we could share his blanket, so I sat beside him on the bench. Because the blanket wasn't very big, we sat nearly together. I wasn't cold anymore. I already was sweating. I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, guys, it's happening. Niall and I are falling in love. Niall started to smile again and his eyes sparkled like the fire. It got later and later and I got very tired. So I fell asleep on Niall's shoulder. I woke up when Liam said, "Niall, Sam, you have to go to bed." Niall also has been asleep. Liam carried me to the bed again and Niall came with us, and when Liam left, Niall helped me to take off my shoes. Then he covered me and said goodnight. With his cute smile and sparkled eyes, he left and I fell asleep happily. Oh my gosh, look at little Irish potato. I'm so deeply in love with him. Next chapter. Gonna dance this night away. The next day was our last day together, hopefully only for a while. I woke up because someone was shaking me. When I opened my eyes, I saw a skull. I screamed when the skull laughed. Harry put the mask away and said, laughing, "The revenge for yesterday! Scary Harry is back!" In the kitchen, the others were trying to make breakfast and we joined them. I rolled around with Harry's skateboard, so I rolled to the cooker when I crossed Niall's way and was about to fall. He catched me and held me for a moment longer than needful. We blushed. So cute though, like you gotta admit that I am kind of good at like little romantic moments, not gonna lie. Although I never experienced anything similar in real life. While cooking eggs and Harry and I even made a cake, the boys sang their old songs from the X Factor. And because I knew all their lyrics, I sang along. We jammed the whole time and were dancing in the kitchen. We had a wonderful breakfast and planned our last evening. After some discussions, we all were the same opinion. Go to a dance club is the perfect ending for our holidays. In the afternoon, I already packed my stuff for the flight on the next day. The boys had to stay some days longer because they needed to write for the new album. In the evening, I put on a skirt and a t-shirt for dancing. We went to Nando's first because we all were hungry. Of course, Niall and I were the most hungriest. At the dance club, we drank something and then we hit the floor. Oh, let's go dancing. Can you like tell that I never go out? First I danced with Harry and later with Zane. He was a very good dancer and we did a kind of battle with cool hip-hop moves. Obviously we did because I'm a pro dancer, you know. We laughed a lot and talked about music. I was happy that I finally found a way to connect with him. He was the only one I hadn't really spoke to the last days. He was a mysterious and quiet guy, but on the dance floor, we didn't need words. Oh my gosh, last chapter for today. Just forget the world, your perfect eyes. These things will never change. It's gonna get romantic! After a few hours, I had danced with all the boys except Niall, who asked me when I made a break at the bar. Of course I said yes, and so he took me to the dance floor. We rocked to cool songs and really had fun. Then the DJ took on a slow tape. So Niall took my hand softly and he held me in his arms. That was wonderful and I saw Niall's eyes sparkled again. Oh my gosh, this is so cute! It's like me slow dancing with my crush Niall Horan. My tummy felt like there were 100 of butterflies inside. We slowly moved and his head came near to mine so I could feel his blonde hair on my ear. I wondered if he felt my heartbeat got faster. I enjoyed the moment with him so much. The end of the song, he just smiled and got a little red. Wait, that was it? Romantic moment over? Oh my gosh, I really needed like a cute little moment with Niall Horan today. Why is this so short? It was very late and we had to get up early the next morning, so we decided to go home. We went outside the club. It was really cold and Niall gave me his jacket. I don't think any boy has ever like given me his jacket, let alone Niall Horan. He cupped it on my shoulder and for a few minutes his hand rested there. The way was very long and after a while I started to wail till Liam took me on his back for the rest of the way. Then I just like put a picture of Bay right there. You know, I'm gonna end this video for today. If you want to find out how Niall and I like get together and how he asks me out, if he actually does. Will Harry ask me out? Will Niall ask me out? The world will never know unless you give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments down below if I should continue this little series. And also like write a comment telling me about what you think might happen next. If you don't want to miss that potential next part of this little series, definitely make sure to subscribe down below, click the bell, all that good stuff. And if you want to hang with little fangirl me in between the uploads, make sure to check out my other social medias. I am really active over there at the moment and it's a fun time. And I love to get to know you guys, so like shoot me a DM if you want to, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go, so thank you for wasting your time with me today. Okay, bye! This is not what you expect it to be. Keeping it real, guys. My transformation going from my worst up to my absolute best. Please just ignore all the mess behind me, although it actually kind of fits my personality. I just want to make sure that as much acne as possible shows on your skin at this point.